Hello and welcome back to round 2 coverage from the 2022 Portland Open presented by Dynamic Discs. We are out at rainy Blue Lake Park today, and you are watching JomezPro with Nate Sexton and Jeremy Koling.
On that front 9, we see Simon tying up Isaac at the top with a bogey-free 4-under. Isaac with a good start at 3-under. Garrett with 5 birdies, but that 1 bogey on 8. And Joel, with a slow start, battled back, and he is also 3-under on the front. Big move, obviously, going to Proctor with a 7-under. He's jumped up for a tie for third place, rather, with Garrett Gurthie at 14-under.
Looking now at hole 10, par 3, 295. Blind tee shot with out of bounds inside the bullseye, right behind the basket. So if you play this thing aggressive, you could find yourself OB. If you play it safe, you're going to have a putt that's going to scare you.
Only way to really film this hole fairly, as Joel puts that just a couple steps outside bullseye, is to be wide left. But you really can't get a feel for how tight these branches make this hole feel off the tee. It is a very difficult angle. Player has to go super wide, and the backhand takes a lot of left to right movement, which is very scary. Like you said, that bullseye OB behind the basket, and it's sloped towards the out of bounds area.
This is drifting, but I don't know if it can sit down.
It is going to be close, and I believe Isaac has gone out of bounds. That is a big mistake to make there. There's a big fairway.
He's going to have a very difficult putt.
I don't see a reasonable run from back there. I mean, maybe because it's for par, but I would be surprised. I don't know. We'll see.
His long-range putting has looked really good. This will be kind of a good litmus test to see how he's feeling.
He's lining it up for sure.
And
he's drilling it. That is such a scary putt.
He was slightly closer than I thought he'd be, but still huge respect making that putt.
Oh, wow.
Saving the par.
That's a huge 45-footer. You chain out there. Even heavy chains, I think that still has enough momentum to go out of bounds, and you're tapping in a double bogey just like that. But instead, he's only going to lose a stroke.
But he's also going to lose the lead.
And Garrett.
Come on now.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to work.
Nope. Tough being the next player to putt after something like that happens, but Joel focuses and delivers a good birdie putt. And now he is 6 down in the last 7.
Yeah, incredible.
And the only par he's received in that stretch is the very difficult hole 7. So
yeah,
not like you're really losing any strokes on that hole. So
kind of back against the wall with the bogey start. Kind of, What are you going to do here? And he's responded really, really well.
Well, he's got those pants.
You know what? Big high forehand here.
I like this. It's going to get him in line with the bush, but to the right side. That might be a little farther right than he would like.
11 is so difficult. This is just a position play for all these guys. You just like to be beyond that one small tree / bush in the fairway. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's nice.
The reward for that is still one of the most difficult shots on the course. Big blind spike hyzer to tiny green.
There's just a lot of holes you could find a way to play safe. If you're a player who doesn't like to get aggressive, you can find ways to play for the safe par. Hole 11 is not that hole. No, there's no way to really just say, oh, okay, I'll pitch it here and then have a safe way to get around the corner. Every shot after the tee shot is scary and difficult and dangerous.
And the tee shot isn't scary, but it's like,
put yourself in the right position, dude.
The landing zone is so much smaller than you think it is.
Yeah.
Like it looks like, oh yeah, anywhere within that 50-foot circle. I think the effective real landing zone is we see a nice shot here.
Really nice shot from Joel.
I think the real landing zone is like circle 1 or smaller. Like where you're actually happy about where you are.
Totally. And there is a little bit of a tailwind for these hyzers. So if you do get it too wide, that disc is going to really have a hard time coming back. But look at that from Isaac. What an aggressive shot, and it pays off.
just barely hangs on. He's going to have the easy birdie.
Simon's got all the air in the world to hang this one up high and wide. You just want to hyzer around that tree, as Simon has done.
Wow, these guys are putting on a clinic after I talk about how hard the hole is.
It's still the hardest hole in the course. 4.59 average is going to tell the story, even if these guys are going to mess it up and play it perfect.
This is in danger of left, is it not? Oh, good
Not
little kick out.
for this card. I mean, we've got 4 birdie looks coming up. This is incredible.
That is amazing.
Joel first from just outside C1.
Wow, he's on
my
fire.
gosh, he is.
He's 5 down, and after that bogey start, you start to think, wow, just not Joel's day, you know.
Yeah.
But man, what a fighter.
Back to it's
Wow.
Joel's day. Look at the way that disc caught.
It's his day.
It's Joel's day. It's becoming that way at least. Garrett, scary putt, slope behind the basket, and just having the spit out, but giving it a good effort. Yeah, that just didn't have a chance to do anything else besides going. Simon's stringing together 4 in a row now, 5 of the last 6. Has a clean sheet as we finish hole 11, and 3 birdies on this hole is impressive. Garrett just off the left side of the cage. This would have been one of my favorite star frames.
Yeah.
Of all the star frames we've covered through all the years, this would have been memorable.
Hey, all spectators, please go this way.
Looking at the gap of hole 12, par 3, 400 feet. The initial gap area is all out of bounds. So if you don't clear that gap cleanly, you take a penalty, you go to the drop zone. The green is obviously very, very technical with all these small trees. You just got to throw your straightest 400-foot shot through a little window.
Joel usually pretty good at these little forehand flex shots. And look at that. That's about as much height as you're really ever going to see thrown here.
Oh, man. That's the last blocker.
And if he misses that, he's hyzering into the one place on the green where you have a wide open look, and that is paramount.
So we were playing this hole today with a little bit of a slick tee pad, a little bit of swirly wind. I just turned to my group and said, you know, some holes I just get the feeling that they were designed on a sunny day. And this feels like one of those holes to me.
No doubt.
Because if you're out here, ooh,
Oh, he turned it over still.
Yes.
He didn't like it, and I think he now loves it.
Garrett throwing a 20-year-old T-bird, a Cam Todd T-bird.
Which is pretty incredible, Nate, because...
Yeah, in 2001, Cam Todd's World Championship year, a 12-year-old Garrett Gurthie, perhaps, caddied every round.
the entire tournament.
And I got that VHS for Christmas when I was about 15 and watched that thing on repeat.
And I've seen that as well, and Garrett was just... Oh, as Isaac chains out for the huge birdie effort, Garrett was just tall enough to keep the Quad Shocks Carolina Revolution bag, or whatever he was carrying back then, just inches off the ground. It was just sagging down. The back of his calves are just kicking the bag every step he takes. But it's pretty cool to see a young Garrett and a world champion Cam Todd in Minnesota. But yeah, full circle with him throwing the Cam Todd T-bird.
I got one quick shout out to give. A kid I played with today, playing in his first Elite Series action, Malachi from Emporia, Kansas, 16 years old, and he put a legit ace run on this thing.
Yeah, that would have been a special day for the young fella from Emporia. Very good shot there. All pars for our group. Good score to take on 12. Very difficult hole. Isaac almost canning the huge putt.
Hole 13, par 4, 655, and what you see is what you get here. There's OB everywhere, all the way down. It's a beautiful hole with the short mow contrasting with those really tough blackberries on either side. Forehand is a common play off the tee. This looks nice and low and should be able to dig into the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just have to release it on hyzer or flat. You can't get this thing drifting over left like Joel did on hole 2. Has to be hyzer to flat the whole way. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in some tall thorns. Simon going low backhand down the middle. Gotta like that play right there. That's going to set up 310 to the pin. Just FedEx.
Yeah. Is this going to sit?
I don't know. I just like there's no deliberation. He's just, I see it. I got a disc that I think is going to do the right thing. And then here I go. And that's kind of what Garrett does too, actually. He just does it with circles that go a little bit faster and farther.
Wow.
That's aggressive.
Looks good, though. Oh, really good. Kind of an annoying little roll, but really good shot.
Yeah, very good shot from out there. That's a very scary danger on the right side, as you can see the OB right next to the pin.
And I told you guys yesterday that Garrett went rock.
But he's
not perfect this time.
He went rock again, but he's not going to take the same score.
Joel getting out wide.
I like it.
Bringing it back to the basket. Fantastic.
This man
perfectly played hole.
Putting a solid round together right now.
Really?
Oh, Simon.
This. Oh, no.
We haven't seen an egregious throwing error from him in a couple weeks, and that was one of them. That was a very late release. It might be hard to find the disc.
Yeah.
If it's a brush and it's not the fairway, it's Briar. And if it's brush and it is in the fairway, it also might be Briar. It's just all over the place out here. That would have been an incredible save. Unfortunately, Isaac will drop a stroke. But fortunately for Simon, as he will as well. And Garrett, one of 3 players to take bogeys here, and Joel's going to be making up strokes on all these guys, and he's going to jump to 15.
I mean, just worth saying again, I feel like the bogey start. If you would have told me that through 13, he would sit 1 stroke back of the lead.
Yeah.
I mean, what a rally right now
And
from him.
that's starting 3 back of the lead.
Yeah.
And to be 1 back after the bogey start, I mean, that's really making up some solid ground. Good turnaround so far.
Hole 14, par 4, 875 feet with OB on both sides, as well as 2 circle areas that are OB. All those bushes you see in the center of the fairway. This first circle is about 480 feet off the tee. So most players can pretty much go ahead and bomb it here.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry too much on the slight uphill that you're going to reach that out of bounds. But then it's decision time because that second island is a little bit harder to clear.
Yeah, I like this play for Simon, just going intentional hyzer, moving the disc as far left while
OB
maintaining.
over there.
Yeah, there is. I mean, it does come in play if you're going super spike hyzer, but he got that thing to flip up flat a little bit, maintaining both the distance and the left.
He's throwing a great shot, but I mean, he's 5 feet in bounds. Like,
yeah,
he's close.
Mm-hmm. I guess I didn't really, I wasn't worried about that one because I saw a couple guys in the group and myself throw a very similar line, and they never felt like they were that close, but you're right, they end up being very close. This is going to be a little safer than Simon's, I think. Well, not by much.
Yeah.
But that's a good spot for both Simon and Garrett. That's going to open up a lot of airspace for the second shot.
And it opens up the sight line as well because you're not going over all those bushes.
Right.
You can actually see the landing zone you're looking for. assuming, you know, you're laying up. These guys may not see their landing zone perfectly, but they'll have a much better sight line from that left side than they would from anywhere else.
Look at Joel digging the thumb in the top flight plate.
About to go boom. Too much turn. Does it clear the island and get down in bounds?
Yeah,
it sure does.
Joel, he can be a bit dramatic on the course. He's very passionate, I should say. Not dramatic. He's passionate. And,
you know, coming from you, that really means something.
Well,
and that's a burn.
That is a burn. Simon, just all hyzer, coming up about 43 feet short.
No, there's a lot of players, you know, that are passionate. I think I'd put you among them.
Nah, I don't buy it. Garrett matching Simon in both the tee shot and the approach. Good old-fashioned putt-off coming up here on the green on 14. And Isaac puts his hands on his hips as soon as he threw it. I didn't know if he didn't like it or if that's just his captain pose, but it was an effective approach shot. And now for a couple of birdie efforts on this very difficult par 4. Garrett. Oh, wow. Count it.
Yes.
And that's about as left and with hyzer as you're ever going to see a putt stay in.
Wow. It almost like good thing it didn't hardly catch any chains.
Right.
Like just diving into the cage.
That caught very similarly to a putt that Joel made earlier in the round. And Simon, that's about as high as you can possibly make a putt. So, I mean, essentially these guys play the hole perfectly and the same way.
Yeah. Phenomenal birdies, though.
Great tee shot, great approach, and they both missed their putts and they went in. So that will extend Simon's lead to 2 now over Isaac and over Joel. 3 over Garrett.
Hole 15, par 4, 780 feet. Big wide fairway. That gravel road that you can kind of see, the little walking path area that is in the distance from the tee shot when we get to it, is about 440 feet off the tee. That's a great distance that these guys are going to aspire to. Try to get all the way out there to that area. Simon looking like he's going to play even a little shorter, perhaps, with the super high hyzer. Not a lot shorter, though.
I like that play. And
yeah.
That's being about 15 feet off that OB line means the spike hyzer will be in play on his second.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely what he wanted.
This needs to stop from skipping. If this skips big, he's going to go out of bounds, but no, he put the brakes on.
Wow, just the precision. I mean, you want to be on the left side. These guys are pushing it just to the perfect place. Aggressive drives.
A fun little fact about hole 15. This was the final hole in what we used to do in the World Championships. We used to have a final 9, and this is where the world champions were crowned, except for the MPO division, which of course went to an epic playoff between Paul Macbeth and Ricky Wysocki.
Katrina Allen's first world title won on this very hole.
I believe Ken Climo had an epic battle in the Masters division over Barry Schultz. And this is looking pretty good for Isaac. Really good.
Yeah.
These are going to be, completely blind approaches. There's one tree in the background that you kind of line up your vision towards and just try to hope that you can, A, put yourself in a position off the tee to not have that pesky tree in the right side in the way.
Another great one.
Mm-hmm.
From where these guys put the drives, I mean, with their power, I think this is becoming a pretty simple shot.
Yeah, this didn't feel simple in 2014, but it's getting closer and closer to simple. This is going to be short.
Pretty short, though.
Yeah.
A little too high.
Simon knows it. Garrett just going spike with the Halo Destroyer, I believe. And this is close to long, but is not. It is just beyond bullseye. Beautiful shot. Maintain that 2-shot lead, and Simon is... Well, he's visibly upset, Nate.
Yes.
And not Isaac's best effort either. So Joel, an opportunity to jump into solo second place, and he is continuing that hot run. Now 7 under for the round. That's a solid round in good conditions. And I tell you what, these tee pads haven't gotten really any slicker or any less slick.
Wow, Isaac with another miss. Gonna end up making a bogey here.
And Garrett's gonna flip-flop scores with Isaac now jumping into solo third. And suddenly that par, although it might not feel great for Simon, doesn't feel quite as bad. The guy that was right there behind him is now dropped 1 stroke farther behind.
Hole 16, par 4, 795 feet. Certainly one of the more difficult holes on the course. The way the OB lines are drawn, you basically have to play what feels sort of layup-ish, about a 400-foot shot to the landing zone. Garrett's done that pretty well, probably a little under 400 to there, but if anyone can stand to be a little bit farther back, it's Garrett Gurthie. He's not going to worry about the distance clearance of all that out of bounds on the second. You can see a little bit of rain coming down now on these guys.
Joel going over the spectators, over the umbrellas, over the OB, and back in bounds. Fairly short.
But he's right. So, I mean,
yes,
the hole ultimately breaks right. So if you're short and right, maybe, wow, these guys.
Simon's just pushing the limits, man.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Try not to hit an umbrella.
See, yeah, Isaac's going to make a...
You got that flat at the top, though.
I think it's, yeah, it's high enough. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, it is. That's probably the best shot. Simon's is great, too. Oh, they're all pretty good, honestly.
Totally. And G just trying to crash through this right side barrier and see what you get.
Yes.
And what you get, my friend, is a birdie.
That was great.
Oh, my word. Fantastic.
And this is the right place to throw this shot. The right side on this fairway, from Garrett's perspective, that those trees are safe. Everywhere else is out of bounds. So playing on that side, perfect. Getting through, just icing on the cake. And he's got a birdie for him. You see this same idea, playing into those right side trees, and this is looking really good.
He's not even crashing. He's just putting it just inside the circle. Just
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
And no danger at any point on this hole so far.
Joel looking to do the same thing. Can he fight through? Yes, I think
Sit.
so.
Oh, yeah. No problem. Clinic. 16, second hardest hole on the course, 4.46 average. This hole was lighting people up.
Simon goes turnover, and this is pretty right.
Yeah, but he's, you know, you just have to avoid the disaster, and he's done that, clearing the OB. He's not going to have a clean look at the basket for the birdie, but, well, actually, it could be even tricky. It's hard to say. Wow.
Joel.
What a dude.
Yeah. Look at all the green. 7 under in his last 9 holes. And when you look at Joel's card compared to the other guys, I mean, he is just taking strokes from everyone in this group.
And now he is tied atop the leaderboard with Simon at 17 under.
This tournament coverage is sponsored by Fortnite. Tune in to the Fortnite season end event on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Hole 17, par 5, 925 feet. This is a little bit different feel than most of Blue Lake, but a great hole nonetheless. Really bad rough down the left side that tends to pull shots into it. You know, you try to get aggressive, it's very easy to end up over there. Garrett looking for a little bit of fade on the end of this shot.
You know, if you just keep fighting through everything, you don't need the fade. You just... That's a fighter right there for Garrett.
That's way down there.
Yep. Joel pushing this one a little bit more left than he'd like, but it's swinging back. Oh, just getting around the corner tree, but not in an ideal spot.
Big distance, but he may have to step out and think about a forehand roller.
Forehand roller or forehand turnover, yeah. One of those two.
Those are shots that are in his arsenal, though.
Bit of a misrelease here for Isaac. That's going to be in a tricky spot. That's one that you feel okay with if you have the flick roller. There is a window over there, but I haven't really seen any forehand shots from Isaac today. I like this angle for Simon. This is how you draw it up, folks. Wow. Just striped. Well, there is a backhand window.
Unlucky there. Catches that tree. He's going to be well back. Going to have a tough line. Probably birdie pretty close to impossible. Now this needs to sit.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll see what he's got.
I think he's got enough distance, though. I think he's inside 170.
Yeah, you're right. He should be able to swing something out. Maybe a little floaty hyzer.
Might even have... He's close enough that even his turnover forehand is very serviceable.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We have eagle alert, guys.
Incredible. 60 feet?
Eagle alert. Wow.
There is the forehand roller, and the angle is really good.
Very nice. Got a lot of distance before it cut down, but by the time it landed on that perfect angle. That's setting up a pretty good approach angle for Joel's third. Isaac in damage control mode here. This is a place where a lot of bogeys are taken.
That was a great kick.
Yeah.
Could have gone weird, but it sends him right to the middle of the fairway.
And with that, he throws a very nice approach shot. That's coming up about 23 feet short. And Joel... Oh, just slipped out of his hand.
We all know that feeling.
Yeah. And Garrett having to go with the forehand roller. And it's short, but he's looking at the birdie. And we'll get to Simon eventually, folks. My goodness. What an incredible second shot he had. And Joel's going to be upset with that par, but this hole was averaging over par, 5.17. Let's see if Simon can bring that down a bit. Almost.
Oh, look at this thing.
Oh, stop it.
I think he's fine.
Someone's got to give the finger guns and start shooting it down.
Absolutely.
Garrett Gurthie. That's what you want.
Putting great.
Multiple huge hits outside the circle for Garrett. That'll help you forget that spit out. That's an awesome birdie. Simon sends it home, moving to 18, recapturing that lead once again. Although Isaac's only 3 under for the round, you got to remember that 12 under starting round was just so hot that he is staying right there in the mix, only 3 back of the lead that is set by Simon right now with 1 hole to go.
Yeah, nice bogey-free 12 under. It doesn't stop working for you after just one day. Those guys,
it helps
it's
you.
A hard worker. That will keep you.
Right.
That'll keep you afloat for a while. Hole 18, par 4, 600 feet. Blind around the corner to the left. Big hyzer, the prescribed play. Yeah, and that's bigger than big. Over top of everything. Can he miss these trees? Pass them.
Certainly can.
Gonna be just perfect. I mean, you're loving that spot. Very simple shot to the green.
I would imagine probably AVR X3 coming up for his approach. Low ceiling.
Similar.
Yeah, Simon.
Better.
Yes, similar, but in a like 50 feet longer kind of.
Wow,
similarity.
over that road is just.
That's monstrous.
He's so big. He doesn't
Yeah, he doesn't like it, but
like
that's
it, but I think it's gonna be fine.
that is a Joel Freeman all the way. Like out of the hand. That's kind of like Ricky Wysocki in a way, where it's like it looks like it's right down the middle. I don't know what the sounds are about, but it's the little nervous tick sometimes. This is a different way of playing this. The inside straight line and that tree kick. It's safe, but man, he did not need that. Although, wait, what
He's
am I
in a
saying?
great spot. Yeah.
I take it back. He loves it. Okay.
He needed that.
yeah.
He definitely needed that.
Digging deep. Isaac's going to get to 4 under with that. A very respectable round in the rain. And honestly, just in the calm here at Blue Lake, this can be a tough course.
Nice shot from Joel. What a recovery.
It's not even a recovery anymore. It was
No, it's
so
just a
long
phenomenal
ago.
round.
It's just
I
a
mean,
great round.
But I mean, bogey start on
Yeah.
the lead card.
Yes.
I've tried it. I
Yeah.
hated it.
It was awful.
Yeah, that's that. It's just impressive to put it back together to knuckle down and put together the best round.
And we don't have all bullseyes, but pretty near all bullseyes here with these approaches. And Joel to cap off the round here, delivering another pure putt to finish 9 under, 11 birdies on the day. That is excellent stuff.
And that's the kind of round that might earn you a fire emoji. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's going to be up there. I can't imagine double digits in the rain and the slick tees. It just throws you off. It's going to get you on at least 1 or 2 tee shots and probably 2 or 3 approaches. At some point, you're going to slip and throw one out of bounds. You don't see many double digits in conditions like these out here. Simon, he puts together an incredible round as well. Just the 1 bogey on the day, and that was some really good disc golf from our card overall.
Simon is on a nice run of incredible rounds right now.
Yeah.
Really in good form, and it's fun to see. He shoots 8 under. Joel does, in fact, snag the fire emoji at 9, and I also see Max Regitnig out of Sweden with a 9 under, up 40
Professional
spots.
volleyball player.
And clearly professional disc golfer.
As well, yes,
up
he is.
40 spots. Congratulations to Max. What a round.
Wow. We are halfway through the event now, and we are done here at Blue Lake. We are moving over to the newly designed Glendoveer golf course and a new track. If you haven't checked that out, go check out our practice round. It is a beautiful course, different style, beautiful though.
Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing how that plays for the field. The rain is coming. It's going to be tough. It's going to be about managing your equipment, managing your expectations, committing to your shots despite the tough weather. Let's see how it goes. I mean, I hope it blows through, but I think we're going to be out there fighting.
Well, we need you guys to fight for that like and subscribe buttons because we appreciate that when you do it. We'll see you guys tomorrow for more disc golf action here at the Portland Open.
Yeah, whoever's stopping them, definitely fight that person. Press the button.